dross of the ego. You can be a profound intellectual philosophers, but according to Rumi, if your intellect is veiled by the dross of the ego, your nafs, your carnal soul, you cannot say that you can see things as they are. Naturally, there are many different levels of partial intellect. Even partial intellect has different degrees. And although the universal intellect is essentially one reality, it does not reveal itself to every saint, wali, and prophet to the same degree. This is why that Maulana differentiate between the walis, between awliya, according how much they are near, or how much the universal intellect reveals itself to them. The partial intellect needs nourishment from outside. Through it, one can acquire, by learning and study, the science of bodies. You need this partial intellect. You see, Maulana doesn't say that we don't need it. He said we need it, but just to study the science of bodies. But the universal intellect is sufficient unto itself. It does not need any help. It is the source of the science of religions. The first was Ilmul Abdan, according to a hadith by Prophet. Al-ilmu ilman, Ilmul Abdan wal Ilmul Adyan. It is the source of science of religions and has no need for any sort of outside aid. Quotation from Masnavi. The intellect is of two kinds. The first is acquired. You learn it like a boy at a school. From books, teachers' reflection, and rote. From concepts and from excellent and new sciences. Your intellect becomes greater than that of ours, but you are heavily burdened because of your acquisition. This is about the partial one. The other intellect, all these are poetry. I mean, just reading the translation and miss the sense of the poetry there. The other intellect is a gift of God. It is the universal intellect. Its fountain head lies in the midst of the spirit. When the water of knowledge bubbles up from the breast, it will never become stagnant, old, or discolored. If the way to its outside source should become blocked, there is no reason to worry, since the water keeps on bubbling up from within the house. The acquired intellect, partial intellect, is like a stream led into a house from outside. If its way should be blocked, it is helpless. Seek the fountain from within yourself. Okay. Now I go to the issue of the heart. The ultimate center of man's consciousness, his inmost reality, his meaning as known by God, is called the heart, qalb in Arabic, or dil in Farsi, in Persian. As for the lump of flesh within the breast, that is the shadow or outermost skin of the heart. Between this heart and that heart are infinite levels of consciousness and self-realization. He says that heart is the center of self-realization. As man's inmost reality, the heart is always with God, but only the prophets and saints, who are called the possessors of the heart. He uses this expression many times, the possessor of the heart. It means that there are people who does not possess heart. And it is according to a verse, some verses of Quran, that some people do not have heart. They have